Do you love Lifetime movies as much as I do? Do you also love true crime as much as I do? I think your answer is probably a big yes to both. Hi, I'm Shannon, host of Lessons from Lifetime podcast, a true crime podcast where I take a Lifetime movie and give you the true story behind it. Because you know, truth is often stranger than fiction. And don't worry, I'll still be giving you the lessons we can all learn from these fabulous movies, like make sure the bad guy's dead before you turn around and walk away. Let's stop introducing ourselves to the neighbors down the street. You know they have a deadly secret buried in the basement. And finally, I think we should all stop meeting people online. I think it's just probably safer for us all. You can find Lessons from Lifetime podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and Spotify, and anywhere you love to listen to your podcasts. You can also follow me on Instagram at Lessons from Lifetime podcast and on Twitter at From Lifetime. Look forward to hearing from you, and y'all stay safe.
Hi, I'm Rayma.
And I'm Andrea.
And this is Mile High Murder. We are just slightly obsessed with true crime. We text each other when new missing persons cases are unfolding. We add each other to Facebook sleuth groups and definitely feel like we have solved the cases before anyone else. We aren't creepy, I promise.
I'm sorry. That was dumb.
It's fine, I'm just gonna laugh.
I'm ready, sorry.
Hello.
We're a mess. Hi, it's Wednesday!
It's Wednesday! Yay.
And we're sick.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. We're both kind of sickly this week.
We're still just, struggling.
So if our voices sound totally horrible, then that is why.
I think you sound like Phoebe when she's sick and she sings Smelly Cat all sexy.
Okay, thanks, but I don't want to be.
No, not actually.
I think out of all the friends, who do you want to be?
Who do I want to be? Chandler.
Yeah. Oh. Is he your favorite? It's because he's the funniest.
Yeah.
Okay. I loved Ross.
What?
I don't know. I just really loved Ross. I don't know why.
Write us. Who's your favorite Friends character?
I mean, Rachel too, but like Monica.
I identify with Monica sometimes. I identify as Monica.
Sorry, this is not a Friends podcast you tuned into this week.
That'll be our next podcast.
Actually,
this is Mile High Murder. Yeah. We're going to talk about a Colorado murder case.
A true crime case.
Rima, do you want to share today?
I do.
Okay, cool.
So continuing on our little... Oh, wait. Before we share...
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
We have some exciting news to share with you.
Yes, we do. In
As
2 weeks.
you know, if you are in our Facebook group, we have a live show coming up.
And we're really, really excited about it.
It's at Odell in Fort Collins.
It is. And we're going to talk about Fort Collins cases. So
you'll want to be there.
You'll want to be there because
you don't want to miss out on that.
Hometown.
Yeah.
6:00. And just come have a beer with us and
talk about true crime.
It's going to be super awesome. So that's October 9th, 6 p.m. Odell's.
You better come.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I was saying before, continuing on our Fremont County series, I am going to share with you the murder of Tom Clements and Nathan Leon.
Okay.
Some of my sources were Denverpost, Wikipedia, Westword, Investigation.
Westword.
I know. I'm just now discovering how great it can be.
An ID.
Investigation Discovery, yep. That
what episode?
Series, Valley of the Damned. It actually is the first episode in the series.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched it yet.
And I actually didn't use, it was interesting. I found a lot more information on my own than what was shared in the series, which was actually exciting.
Oh, okay.
Because you are like, oh, that's an interesting story. And then you look into it and you're like, whoa, there's way more to it. KDVR.com and Brushnewstribune. And then also, Samantha sent me a message on Facebook to recommend this case.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Sam.
Before we were even going to do a Fremont County thing.
Crazy. So, I love all these suggestions.
Yeah, it's awesome. And she just sent, at the time I couldn't look too much into it. And then when I started realizing, oh, this is the same case. And so, yeah.
Awesome.
Anyways, thanks, Sam.
You feel okay to do this?
What do you mean?
You just
Sounds sick?
sad.
Oh, sad? I'm not sad. I'm just sick.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I get on easily. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. On March 17th, 2013, around 11 a.m., 27-year-old Nathan Leon left his wife and 3 daughters at home to go to his weekend job. So Nathan actually had 2 jobs. One, he was the junior library assistant at IBM in Boulder.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then on the weekends, he picked up an extra job delivering pizzas for Domino's in Denver. And this was just to make ends meet, basically, because
buddy.
his 2 of his girls were twins.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, twins.
Twin mom. So his wife stayed at home and took care of them. And then, and at the time they were 4 years old. And then he had another daughter from a previous marriage who was 6 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. So at 11 a.m., Nathan got into work and he was given an unusual call to answer to go deliver pizza to.
No.
Yeah. So someone had called on a payphone and asked for a pizza to be delivered on a street corner.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. No thanks.
Random.
Nope.
But here's the thing. Domino's told him that they have to have an exact address. Like that was like against their protocol. So they wouldn't deliver a pizza there. So a little bit later, the same caller calls from Sapp Brothers Truck Stop in Denver, asking for the pizza to be delivered to an address on 50th and Forest Street. And this is just a rundown industrial area.
Oh my gosh, no.
It is hella sketch. Like I Google Earthed it, and I would not want to be there anytime ever. Like there it is. I will post in the group.
Yay, okay.
Because I was like, oh yeah, that's super sketch. So for Nathan apparently knew Denver really well, and so the manager sent him to go do this since it was kind of like a random location and it wasn't a normal like house. But Nathan never returned from this call.
No.
So over an hour went by. Sorry. And Nathan still never returned to work from that delivery. They called his wife and they also contacted the police.
Oh, gosh. Can you imagine getting that call?
No, I never want to get that call. I feel bad for her. At 6 p.m. that evening, a man who was flying a model airplane found Nathan's body near a sports complex in Golden.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So police had a body, but they had no motive, none whatsoever. Nathan was said to be an amazing and caring father. He didn't have any legal background at all. And pizza delivery drivers only carry $20 on them.
Oh, okay.
So it wouldn't be for robbery. And he also, his car, like everything was in his car still. His car was still there. Or they recovered his car. And so really they had nothing to go on and no clear reason why he would have been murdered.
How odd.
Yeah. So it was just kind of a puzzling thing for everyone. So 2 days later, another just as terrifying, seemingly random murder occurred. This time it was in Monument. This is where...
But that's close to Golden.
Monument?
Isn't it?
No, Monument's close to Colorado Springs.
Oh, what am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Never mind.
It's okay.
Delete that.
It's fine. We really know Colorado really well.
I'm like, I swear I can like see the Monument sign like as you're like in Golden.
I don't know what you're thinking of, but it's not Monument.
I don't know.
Monument is like on the way
Yep.
to Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
Now you're making me doubt myself.
No, you're right. I'm just being dumb.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyways, in Monument, this is where Tom Clements lived. And he was the head of the Colorado Department of Corrections, which is that 15 prison facility area in Fremont County.
Oh, crazy.
So he was the chief over it. And as we talked about a couple weeks ago, Fremont County houses the nation's only Supermax facility.
Yep.
So Tom Clements was described as a leader who cared about the mental health of the prisoners. He had placed a high priority in his prisoners' transition back into society. And he even worked to change the protocol on solitary confinement because it was something he didn't really believe in. So
oh, wow.
He was like, actually sounded super legit. Like he really cared about the prisoners. He believed that everyone could be redeemed And so he really believed up in...
You were right.
Okay. She looked up a map. I know I'm right. I used to live in Monument when I was younger.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Anyways, he just believed that anyone could be redeemed. So he was really about trying to make the the prison system about rehabilitating prisoners so that they could rejoin society. So
I'm not as nice.
Yeah, you need to care about the prisoners to have that job.
Yeah.
So Tom and his wife had only moved to Colorado a few years before. He was in a similar position in Missouri when former Colorado Governor John Hickenlooper asked for him to lead the charge for the Colorado prison system. On March 19th, so this was 2 days after Nathan Leon was found, Tom and his wife Lisa were home when someone came to the door. When Tom opened the door, a man opened fire on him.
No!
And his wife called 911 immediately, but Tom died on the scene.
Oh my gosh. Oh, awful.
Yeah. So the neighbors reported seeing a boxy two-door car running with no one inside during this time, but that was the only lead that they had at all.
Right.
They didn't see a person or anything. So really they didn't have much to go on. They had no idea. I mean, he was at his house. He opened the door to his house and he was shot at. So
did the wife see anything?
No. And here's the crazy part. I actually couldn't find a lot about the day that Tom Clements died or a lot about what exactly happened.
Huh.
All I know is that he opened the door and that she called 911.
Yikes.
Yeah. So there wasn't actually a lot of information, and I'm wondering if that's because he was
who he was. Of who he was. Yeah. Sure.
So the murder of Tom Clements actually got national attention at the time, and that was for a few reasons, but two of the ones was that it occurred just hours before Governor John Hickenlooper signed new gun control laws. So he was signing these laws because of the theater shooting that had happened.
Oh, yeah.
And it was around this time that it had happened.
Aurora.
Mm-hmm. In Aurora. Yep. So he was just really pressed to try and find...
Yeah.
Just something for that. So the gun control laws that he passed were expanding background checks and adding new limits on ammunition clips. And then the second reason was obviously because of his job. And since they didn't have a suspect and there was actually no known, for sure motive, it actually put other government officials on edge. And according to the New York Times, state troopers increased security efforts around the state capitol and state workers were noticeably shaken. So it was just getting a lot of attention.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you may have said this, but how was Nathan killed? Gunshot?
Gunshot. And I didn't say it. Oh, but yes, he was killed by a gunshot. These two seemingly random murders that happened days and miles apart would soon link to a bigger picture that still hasn't fully been answered to this day.
No!
I know. So on March 21st, 2013, Evan Ebel was driving a car that matched the description of the vehicle seen by Tom's neighbors. So he was driving a car in I don't know how to say this. Decatur, Texas?
Decatur.
That actually makes more sense than Decatur. I actually was like, I should look this up, how to pronounce it. And I forgot. So Decatur, Texas.
I like Decatur better.
Yeah. Okay. So anyways, the vehicle was put on a BOLO list nationally, and the Sheriff's Deputy James Boyd noticed it and attempted to pull Ebel over near Decatur, Texas. Decatur.
Oh my gosh.
What is my problem?
I love it. You're sick and your brain is mushy.
Decatur. I'm really sorry to Decatur, Texas about pronouncing.
All that one listener.
I have a weird name and I hate when people mispronounce it. So.
Oh, it's okay. Wait, I had a question.
Okay.
Did the car that he was driving, did it have Colorado plates?
I actually don't know, but I would assume yes.
Why
I would assume yes.
It was on a Bolo. Oh, because it was
a national.
Sure.
Yeah,
I got it.
That was their one lead. So it was.
Oh my gosh!
But I bet you it did have Colorado plates. Nothing said that.
Unless
but I
they
bet you that
swapped
made
them.
it. He might have, but I bet you that made it stand out anymore.
Okay, cool.
Even more. So, Ebel shot at Deputy Boyd and hit him in the head.
No,
it just grazed him. So he was okay, but he did get hit in the head.
Guy.
And a high-speed chase followed. Ebel shot at officers as they were pursuing him, and ended up crashing into a semi. So he just like kind of skimmed it.
Okay.
And kind of made him go off the road. But he was injured, but he got out and continued to shoot at officers who fired back, obviously. And Ebel died due to his injuries. So in his car, police found Nate Leon's pizza delivery uniform as well as an empty pizza box. And
he stole his pizza.
Oh
gosh, what? But
he stole more than his pizza.
Oh, I know.
He stole his life, Andrea.
But in addition to that, like, he took the freaking pizza.
Yeah. So actually, he ordered that pizza. He just didn't pay for it.
Yeah, he stole it.
Anyways, in the car was also the same gun that he used to kill both Nate and Tom.
Was it the same gun?
So it was the same gun.
Okay.
Yeah. So obviously their thoughts are that he stole, like he only killed Nate Leon
for the pizza.
For the pizza delivery uniform. Oh. So that he could go to the door of Tom Clements.
I wasn't thinking that.
That Tom would open it being like, oh, it's a pizza man. Oh, it's their pizza.
Sorry, I'm dumb.
No, you're fine. So according to the CBS News website, Evan Ebel was arrested in 2003 for robbing a person at gunpoint. He pleaded guilty to multiple crimes and was serving multiple sentences at a time instead of consecutively.
Oh.
So after pleading guilty to an assault charge, he was sentenced to 8 years in 2005. While in prison, he assaulted a guard. Because of this, his sentence was increased to an additional 4 years.
Good
to be served after his 8-year sentence. This is important.
Okay.
However, the judge failed to clarify that Ebel was meant to serve a sentence consecutively. So the clerk recorded it to be served concurrently.
Oh my gosh.
Causing prison officials to mistakenly release him before he served his extra 4-year sentence. He was released 4 years too early.
Oh my gosh.
In January 2013 is when he was released, which was 2 months before. This mistake would cost the lives of Nate Leon and Tom Clements.
That's so sad. It would be so hard to be that clerk knowing that you did that wrong.
Right, but they do change a law later, so I don't know if it had to do with the clerk or oh my gosh, whoever sentenced them. What are they called? The judge. Yeah, I don't know if it was the judge, or the clerk.
Your brain is so mushy today.
It is very mushy. I'm really sorry about that.
I like it.
So,
makes me feel smarter.
Okay, authorities said Ebel was a member of the 211 crew. I actually don't know if it's 211 or 211.
Okay.
Which is a Colorado-based white supremacist prison gang.
Supremacist,
yes.
Yikes.
I read that wrong. He had tattoos of a swastika on his stomach, lightning bolts on his hands, and the words white pride on his arm. There's a lot of speculation that the murder of Tom Clements was ordered by the 211 crew, but no definite conclusion of that has ever been made publicly known. Oh, so wow. If you look into this, there's a lot of people on a lot of sides. There was a lot of rabbit holes that I couldn't go down every single one for this case today. So maybe we'll explore that later. But if you want to look into it.
What did the investigation discovery go into?
I don't think they went into any of this.
Oh.
Which is why I'm saying there was more information.
Gotcha.
Okay, so on October 23rd, 2013, Stevie Marie Vigil pled guilty to transferring a firearm to Evan Ebel and was sentenced to 27 months in prison. So she was just a friend of his, and the only reason he was a felon, so he couldn't get a gun, and she gave him the gun. She is the only person that has ever been charged with anything pertaining to either one of these murders, just because Ebel died.
It was just transferring a weapon.
Yeah.
Or transporting or whatever.
Yeah. However, when she went through court and everything, the existence of an audio tape surfaced in this case. And so this audio tape was found in the vehicle, of Ebel. And it was a recording that Ebel made Nate record.
No.
But before killing him.
Oh.
And it's really interesting. So this is what he had Nate say so he wrote this out for him and had him say.
Okay.
For 20 years, we've been subject to your faddism, not witness ours. You didn't give 2 Fs. He didn't say Fs. About us or our families, and you ensured that we were locked behind a door. to disrespect us at every opportunity. So why should we care about you and yours? In short, you treated us inhumanely, and so we simply seek to do the same. We take comfort in the knowledge that we leave your wives without husbands and your children fatherless. You wanted to play the mad scientist. Well, they will be your Frankenstein. So that's all it said.
How sad.
So this also goes into a lot of people believe that this 211 crew was a part of this because the way this is worded, and they're believing that there was threats on other people's lives or other people were supposed to be killed as well. But anyways, like I said, it's hard to find very much information on it because of who knows why.
Yeah.
And then on May 28, 2013, a bill signed into law that requires the Department of Corrections to seek clarification from courts when it is not specified how an offender is to serve 2 or more sentences.
Good.
So yeah, they did come up with a law for that.
Something came out of it.
Yeah, something good came out of it.
Yeah.
But it's still, I feel so bad for both Nate Leon and Tom Clements' wife that because of this error, both of their husbands were killed.
Oh, that's so sad.
Also because this guy, well, actually too, in some of the things, I didn't make notes of this, but Evan, I don't know why I want to call him Ethan. Evan Ebel's dad was good friends with Governor John Hickenlooper at the time.
Okay.
And it just sounded like his not to like make him the victim or not his dad, but Ebel the victim, but his sister died at a young age, and
oh, how sad.
Apparently after like that he kind of went downhill, and his dad believes that he spent a lot of that time in solitary confinement, and that he thinks that he already wasn't like doing well with his mental health, and so being in solitary confinement made it even worse. And so not at all does he blame solitary confinement, but he's more of an advocate even for what Tom Clements believed of like maybe we should
like you can rehabilitate.
Let's try and rehabilitate a little bit more instead of that. So
interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting, all the little rabbit holes that go down on this one.
This Prison Valley is crazy.
It's crazy.
It's absolutely nuts.
So if you have any cases for us about Fremont County, if there's anything we're missing, we'd love to cover more.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we are loving these suggestions. It's so good.
Keep them coming.
Thanks for joining us every Wednesday for a new case, guys. If you are a fan of Mile High Murder, consider subscribing and writing a review and sharing with your friends. You can also follow us on Instagram at Mile High Murder Podcast or search for our discussion group on Facebook. We're always searching for Colorado cases to cover. If you have a case you're dying for us to share, send us an email at milehighmurderpodcast@gmail.com.